Hi, Vicki. Valerie from the Hollywood Times. How are you? Thank you for being here with us. The Bangles. Oh my goodness. You helped redefine what women in rock could look like and sound like. What still excites you about making music today?
I have really been excited and inspired by meeting some of the young women who are just now making music on their own. They are so confident, they are so capable, great players. And someone asked me recently, what advice would you give them? And I said, they don't need my advice, they're just doing it. And I just love it so much.
Love it, love it. What does being honored at She Rocks mean to you at this point in your career?
Well, actually the Bangles won a She Rocks Award back in 2015. And it was very exciting back then. And to see this organization grow the way it has and become so impactful is very rewarding. But I'm co-hosting tonight, so I got to do that a lot of awards.
Love it, love it. So what advice would you give young women picking up a guitar for the first time right now?
Like I said, just picking up a guitar for the first time, don't stop for a little while. Don't stop. Just keep playing and follow your heart and listen to your gut.
Thank you so much, Vicki. Hi, Valerie Milano with the Hollywood Times.
Hey!
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So your music, it blends strength and vulnerability. How do you channel all that power?
I think it's a lot of female rage that just needs to come out, and I take it all out on the stage.
Love that. Well, welcome to She Rocks. Have you ever been to She Rocks before?
Yeah, I actually received an award last year, and it was our first time playing with our drummer. So it was
It's been a year since I met them last.
And we're excited.
So what do these recognitions mean to you? What do you hope that fans feel when they hear your music?
Ooh, well, the recognition, it validates the mean part of my brain that tells me that I don't deserve it. And even though I like to tell myself, like, I'm not worthy of co-hosting an award show like this, but I'm doing it, and that's really what it comes down to. And it's pretty cool.
All right. Well, thank you so much. We're the Hollywood Times, and thank you each of you very much.
Thank you very much.
One question. So, Carnie, you live your life out loud. What keeps you fearless?
Oh, girl, I'm driven by fear, believe it or not. It is a weird dichotomy. I have a lot of fear, yet I also conquer. So it's the fear that drives me, and then I look at, like, what am I really afraid of? Nothing. The strength is right here. I stay true to myself. I like to inspire other people, and I just say, don't compare yourself to other people. You are your own unique self.
Thank you for talking to Hollywood Times.
Oh, and my daughter Lola, I'm so proud of her. Yeah, she's American Idol footsteps. Yes.
Thank you, Carnie. Hi, Valerie Milano with the Hollywood Times. Hi, we have Sophie here.
Hi, how's it going?
Sophie, you have built a massive community through guitar. What do you love most about inspiring players online?
Oh, that's a tough question. I think it's inspiring them to do something that takes courage to put yourself out there. And if there's a person that I can kind of like encourage to chase their dreams and do whatever they want without caring what anyone else thinks, then I've done my job.
That's a beautiful answer. How do you stay authentic as a fast-moving digital music world?
Remembering your roots and staying humble.
Gorgeous, gorgeous. And what does She Rocks represent to creators building careers outside of traditional paths?
That girls can just rock just as hard as the boys can, and there's a space here, and it's for everyone. Music and especially rock and metal. There needs to be more girls here. Like, where are all the girls at?
Thank you, Sophie. We're the Hollywood Times. Thank you for talking to us. Well, welcome to the She Rocks. How many times have you been here?
This is my first time, and I'm super impressed.
I bet. So what does She Rocks celebrate that you think that the industry still undervalues?
So, what I really like that She Rocks does is that it's not just about
what the industry is still lacking is the fundamental areas that will make it work. So women today still talk about how there's a gap in fairness, safety, and transparency. And so we have to fix those three areas if we're really going to take representation to where it needs to go.
Thank you. You're TuneCore CEO.
Yes.
Yes. So welcome to She Rocks.
And actually, I just exited.
Okay.
I was there for 10 years, and the last 4.5 years I was integrated into its parent company, Believe, and I finished that work.
Okay.
And so very, very excited. I just moved into a new role as strategic advisor to Believe. And near term, I get to work on projects that I really care about. So more to come on that as they get more firmed up. And I have probably 2 more CEO runs in me. So I'm looking for my next CEO adventure.
Well, and I bring you lots of good energy, and thank you for talking to the Hollywood Times. Have a great night.
Thank you so much.
You're Margaret, right? Thank you, Margaret. Your music is both raw and reflective. How do you stay grounded creatively?
Gosh, I just keep making things, honestly. I think that's the key. Stay close to the source. Yeah, when I kind of let go of it or not writing all the time, I think I start to kind of lose my rhythm a little bit. So I'd say just regularity, just doing it all the time.
Well, thank you. And yeah, we're impressed with your music. What does being part of She Rocks mean right now?
I mean, I'm honored to be around a bunch of talented women. It's great. I'm humbled.
Beautiful. And what inspires you beyond music?
I read a lot. I love books. I have a dog. My wonderful little dog, Opal. He's great. My husband is the best. My family is so wonderful. Yeah, I think I have a rich life and I feel grateful.
Well, thank you for speaking with the Hollywood Times. Have a fun time tonight.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Michelle, right? Yes. Who wants to go first? All right. So which one? Okay. From the Hollywood Times. And an artist and an advocate. How do those roles roll together?
Oh, an artist and an advocate. Oh gosh. I mean, there are so many ways that those two things combine. Dovetail. And I think, being an artist, you experience a lot of highs and lows. You experience a lot of unfairness in our industry as a woman, as someone who's kind of like always on the last person to get paid.
Yes.
Which is, as a songwriter, that's what I am, the last person to get paid. So, it's pretty natural once I got into it. To get into activism, once I was like, oh, wait a minute, this is and we have
So, in what is community? So it's the
I'm Italian, so I'm going to go
because no one
classic.
understands what we do, except for us. And so it's sort of
Weird barbecue,
like Chris Rock
pineapple,
says,
and all this.
like,
I mean, I like barbecue, but I
get
get
in marriage with a
what progress are you most proud of for your work?
I would say the passage of the Music Modernization Act, and that sort of created a clearinghouse for
Who is their favorite artist?
the Mechanical Licensing Collective that collects digital royalties.
Thanks for having me again.
Thank you so much for how this works.
Michelle's the CEO of SONA.
Yes, you are. So, Michelle, songwriters often work behind the scenes. What does recognition like this mean to you?
It means everything. I mean, it's where I come from. People recognize us, so we think that there's no value. But the thing about like songs and how important they are to the entire music ecosystem, like artists, record labels, tours, they need their songs. Because I think we're in the beginning of the process where like kind of work with we are kind of the lowest songs.
Right.
Yeah.
How has it done that?
Well, I think when we first looked around, people were doing all the advocating. It wasn't us. It was like our managers and our lawyers and our publishers. And I think as things got more desperate with streaming, we felt like we needed to be at the table. Because like I said, we know what's better than our, managers. Like we know when we're the ones who are actually like trying to like pay bills. So,
And we know where the specific places where money is coming from and where it's not.
exactly. That streaming rock and in real time. So we just kind of on our way in, come on our way in, and what they say is that you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So we got at the table.
Last but not least, what advice would you give emerging songwriters navigating in today's industry?
That's a great question. All songwriters write as much as you can. Absolutely write as many songs as you can. Get your 10,000 hours and
Learn how to record yourselves. Learn how to learn the tech that will help you record your own stuff. Us becoming our own producers, engineers. It's fun. Learn the business.
we can't afford to evangelize anymore. We have to really do everything.
Thank you so much for talking to Hollywood Times. Hi, Judith. We're with the Hollywood Times. Thank you for talking to us. Your voice is unmistakable. How do you connect that with the artist?
And then also I think it's just right in my face. I get to keep it low so I don't vocal rest, exercising. And also just hopefully you can edit that out. There's so much going on and we need to refill the tank every month. So I like to take time for myself to refill that tank.
Thank you. And what does being honored among these women mean to you? What's lighting you up creatively right now?
I just feel really, it's a special night to be a part of this, and all of us work so hard, but to have moments like this, it really pays off to see that what you're doing matters and people are noticing it. So really honored to be here tonight. And the second question.
What's creative? What's lighting you up?
Oh, what's lighting me up? I want to say the musicians. Like I really get inspired when I hear just like a good organist or a good guitar player from like new talent that's constantly coming in. And hear somebody, it just opens up your mind to something new. So I'm always listening.
Wonderful. Thank you. Congratulations to the Hollywood Times.
Thank you.
Got it? Susan, Valerie from the Hollywood Times. Hi there. I'm good. So why does representation in music tend leadership matter? Who are you? What do you do?
Thanks so much. They couldn't ask me something simple, but I had to have to think.
I don't know what's the, oh my God.
What's the question?
I think women have been overlooked for a whole long time. I was one of the first women to ever be on the board.
Feels like for someone from a band that's like famous, it feels really good.
First year,
Keep it like showing to me. Sometimes like go last
10 years old. I have been coming to NAMM for over 40 years. I find the women in my industry are amazing. They work like crazy people. They do better selling to men than anything else, and we are in a men's industry. This is 100% men.
It just occurred to me like,
And I was the first woman to ever be on the NAMM Foundation board. But I worked really hard at music and the arts as part of our curriculum in schools. And talk to every doctor you've ever talked to, and you will find out they all play something.
Yes.
And I am not a musician.
Yeah.
I was an artist. I was a painter.
Oh, nothing wrong with that, sweetheart. So how can companies better champion women behind the scenes? Do you have any clue?
Yeah, you do. You hire them. That's the number
There you
one.
go.
You just hire the women because eventually you will probably do way better. I mean, we started a business on $11,000. Do you know how little $11,000 is? It's nothing. And so when you start a business on such a little bit of money, and you can continue to do all the things you do, and then grow it to having a couple of hundred employees, and selling many, many millions of dollars a year. We have one of the largest women-owned businesses in the state of Wisconsin.
Amazing.
I think we're number 2. Because there's this really big one called Emmy.
Yes.
If I have time.
Thank you so much, Susan. Thank you. Have a great night. Well, thank you and congratulations. So what legal knowledge do creatives most need but often don't have?
First, let me know, are my TV playing?
Yes.
Okay. Second, they need to know about AI. Our industry, as big as this gender inequality is, all musicians, men and women, need to unite, working with legislation, talking to lawyers about protecting creativity and ensuring the human element is not lost in the age of AI. I'm doing a closing keynote in NAMM tomorrow on this topic. We have wonderful panel. So really, I care deeply about gender equality, but I care just as much about protecting creators. That's my lifeblood in this industry, is representing pro audio companies and musicians. We've got to make sure that they're fairly treated.
Thank you. This is so great. So how has advocacy changed protections for artists?
There's definitely the Music Authorization Act and other legislation. Maureen Moroney and the P&E wing of the Grammys, they're very good about trying to pass legislation, and some good positive legislation has been changed. The AI issue right now is still being resolved.
And last but not least, what does it mean to be honored as she rocks as a woman in law?
Okay, can I just do a little enthusiastic?
Yes!
I'm just so, I thought I was going to be a nerdy lawyer my whole life. I started studying Latin and Greek, and here I am with all these totally cool people. And I just am in awe that I'm able to join this company as an attorney. So I love working with this industry. It's been so good to me, and it's such a pleasure to give back.
How do you find out that you won? Did Laurel call you or what?
All right, so I'm used to being behind the scenes, and she's gently been asking for a while, and then I finally thought, wait, if I don't say yes and stand up for other women, like, what's the point? So I had as much anxiety, we women have imposter syndrome. I'm like, I'm barely 5 feet tall and I'm a lawyer. What am I doing on the red carpet with these crazy talented women? So it means everything.
Love it. Thank you and congratulations, you deserve it.
Thank you.
Hi, Rhonda Smith. Hi, the Hollywood Times here. Nice to meet you.
Beautiful to meet you. How are you?
Thank you so much, Rhonda. So as a bassist, how do you see the role of groove and foundation in empowering a band's sound?
Getting me in the band. I love to play low end. I love to groove, especially with great bands like the Cletones on Jimmy Kimmel Live. They're the best rhythm section in the world.
Okay, so what barriers have shifted for women and musicians, and which still need breaking?
When I first started, there weren't that many female bass players, and now there's a whole lot of really good ones out here. So a lot of things have changed. And I've met and been able to work with a lot of male artists who are equal opportunity employers now, who hire women, and I love it. As long as they can pull the weight, and they do, they love to have them. So I'm seeing a lot of change in the business. It's so refreshing.
Thank you. Last but not least, what keeps you inspired creatively after so many incredible collaborations?
Just music and art. Art is ever evolving, as I think any musician is. We never get old, we're like fine wine. So it's just a continuous give, and it's just a beautiful thing.
Rhonda, amazing. Thank you so much for talking to the Hollywood Times. Thank you. Hi, Lisa, Valerie from the Hollywood Times. Nice to meet you. Thank you. So impressed with everything you guys do. How has radio's role evolved
and we refuse to not be. You're always going to hear a real human behind the microphone. If anything, I take a special interest in advocating for female artists. It's something I personally love. I always have loved female artists, and that's part of what drives me in my career. So I make that an initiative. Really.
Yeah. What do media platforms have in shaping culture?
So speaking specifically about like the radio platform, or I would say what we do specifically, it's not just music. The DJs that we have are the on-air personalities, companions to the listeners, and they form habits. So it's like a really hard. If you see in the morning driving to work, driving kids to school, you have your favorite morning show that you connect with, and those voices that you hear, they do drive culture. So when they talk about their everyday lives, the products they like, the music they like, that's driving culture. And then obviously the artists that we choose to support and champion, we are driving culture. And we're bringing it to the masses. There are a lot of artists that are big on TikTok and have a lot of streams, and we kind of take that and then we expose it to the masses.
Thank you for that. So last but not least, why is She Rocks an important industry moment each year?
I mean, when they called and said, we would like to honor you, I was here. Anytime I have the chance to be surrounded by powerful women in the music industry, to me is an honor. And to be included amongst all these women, I get teared up, honestly. When I was writing my speech, I was like, how am I going to do this without crying? It means the world to me, truly.
Thank you for talking to the Hollywood Times. Have fun tonight.
Thank you.